vibes.
Hey, man.
What?
I had to give the horns for Donny Hathaway.
Yeah,
you get me?
Oh, that's a classic right there.
Yeah, man. Hope everyone's in the Christmas spirit.
Come on, ho ho ho, and them man there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the hoes.
Yeah, man.
Don't look at me like that, Chrissy. You shouldn't be surprised at this point. This is the energy we're on.
This is what we're on.
Yeah,
Alright.
we've been like this from day one. Don't act surprised, man. Act like you've been here before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Come on.
To all of you, actually.
Merry
Our listeners too.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to the R.I.P community. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to the Cufflinks.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to the Chrissy Hive.
Chrissy Hive.
Yeah.
We here, man.
Yeah, we're here.
You guys, I hope you guys are tucking into some nice turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
If that's what you're on.
You don't eat turkey at Christmas?
No, I'm trying to think of when this is coming out.
This is out now.
Yeah.
It'll be out now. But a lot of people are going to be listening over the weekend,
Yeah.
obviously.
Christmas
Christmas
spirit, innit?
lands on the weekend.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that, guys?
It's great because it means the following days of like we get to milk more bank holidays, isn't it?
Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that.
So more time off. It's weird. I just feel like it's dragged, innit? I don't know about you guys because I've been working up until, innit? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like it's that pointless time. You're not pointless, but
Now let's call it what it is.
you're just waiting for this thing and you're waiting
Yeah.
for Christmas to happen. You want to obviously hopefully see your loved ones, be around love, have a good time. So work is kind of secondary and like depending what industry you work in, a lot of the people you're speaking to or communicate, if they rely on you, everyone's just kind of like, I'm busy. Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
Talk to me in the new year.
Yeah.
Read
And
the room.
yeah. And you've got that weird week in between Christmas and New Year's.
Betwixmas.
It's just like, what goes on? Like,
What is Twixmas?
Betwixmas.
Betwixmas.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
Between that Christmas.
I
Between
feel like this is something you've seen on Reddit.
Oh my.
I've never heard of that one
Hold
before.
on. I'm actually. You carry on podding. I'm going to get the definition.
Swear
Yeah.
down, no more urban news. We're actually doing facts on here.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can't believe it's the evolution of the podcast.
Hey, come on, man.
Actually doing facts, you know. No more
Start as
urban
we mean
news.
to go on for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah,
year,
yeah.
innit?
Come on.
Going back to fact checking.
Yeah.
It just says it can be a peculiar few days between the 27th and 30th of December when families often throw together a dangerous combination of too much food, drink, and boredom can have unpleasant consequences.
Yeah.
Unpleasant.
No, but you know what it is as well? Like, for you, for example, like you've got your own place, innit?
Yeah.
So having family around, everyone together for a good amount of days, you realize, yeah, there's a reason why I moved out.
Yeah.
Shouts out to mums and my sisters, but love you lot.
Yeah, because I know there's going to be people that are going home, yeah, but they're not going to stay for long.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like shouts out to everyone that like strategically moves around Christmas Day, Boxing Day, the day before. So like, there's the whole doing the rounds thing, which is you will spend your Christmas at yours wherever you are, or like you may go to your mum's, go to your nan's, go to your grand, all that type of stuff. Then go check your break. I usually have the thing where in the evening, if you're my peoples, you know you can pull up to my house in the evening for drinks and that.
Yeah,
And if you're even a bit closer to me, you can even maybe come for Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner, innit? So, but because I had mine house now become the spot, I don't have the chance to go and do the rounds like that.
right.
Me too. I want to go there and collect containers, innit?
Oh my God.
I want to fight back.
I am. My mum and my brother are coming to mine because I don't want to. I'm not say get stuck, but just like you said, when you spend so much time around family,
Yeah.
you're just like, I love you lot, but you can't be telling me to wash plate at 10 o'clock. I pay council tax. Leave me alone.
Fair enough.
I hear you, but if that's mumsy, wash that dish, man.
No, I'm gonna wash it.
Yeah, but don't tell me.
like, and you know when you go back home as well, because they love you and they miss you. That's when they want to do the most, and you're just like, please,
Yeah.
calm down.
The best
Calm
time for
down.
me is everyone knows, like, if you want to get the most of my mum, be around when her granddaughter's around. Because that's when, like, not saying she doesn't, but the youngest one is in her early 20s now. So there's there's not that extra parenting or need to run around and cook. Everyone can do for themselves,
Yeah.
innit? So, but when baby reaches around, like,
I love that.
that kid can get pounded jam at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I love that.
Like, it's not even whatever she wants, it's just more like, grandma's gonna cook, so
Yeah.
just be around when she's
Yeah.
around, innit? Because that's when you're really enjoying it. So, but regardless of what house I'm in, there's one thing that's designated to me, which is throwing out the bins. I feel like they
love
wait
that.
at my mum's house for me to come to throw out the bins, whether I'm
As they should, bro.
whether I'm there once a week, once a fortnight. Like, the bin's overflowing. It's like it's got the Fols sticker on it. It's waiting for me.
Yes. Why
Yeah.
don't you go around more frequently? Why don't you call and ask, do the bins need taken out?
That's crazy.
Is it?
Not even how are you?
Do you know what I mean?
Do the business taken out. What?
Taking you for Onyx, you know?
Man, crazy.
Fam.
Yeah, popular culture reference.
Don't do that. The Twixmas.
That's a
Yeah.
That's certainly so in the metro.
No.
Was that on Urban Dictionary?
No, it's a thing.
Okay.
The listeners will tell you. You're not going to draw me out.
Me draw you out? Do you think that's what I come for every week, to draw you out? I come here to give the listeners this pod love.
Yeah.
This pod energy. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas, man.
What did you guys buy for yourselves this Christmas?
I haven't got myself anything, actually.
Why are you looking over there like that? You look like you bought something scandalous. Did you buy the rose? Did you buy the rose?
Oh my God.
You bought the rose, didn't you? You bought the rose.
Hey.
The very first and best love will always be self-love. You bought the rose, didn't you?
Hey, the rose is kicking the man them out.
Listen, this year...
This has got the man them in trouble.
Certain man, the baby's like, yeah, go out with the boys.
Yeah. Closing that orgasm gap.
Hey, that orgasm gap's being closed.
Ooh, I did not buy the rose.
Okay.
It's just funny because I looked at it.
Did someone buy the rose for you?
No.
Okay. Are you expecting a rose in your stocking at any point?
No.
Okay. If I ask you any more questions, are you going to say no?
No.
That is jokes.
Did you buy yourself anything, Vans?
Nah.
Okay.
Not yet.
Being hard on yourself?
Nah, just not yet.
Okay.
I haven't done any Christmas
I
shopping.
remember, I don't know if it was... What? You're taking the piss.
I'm off on Friday, so I'll get to it.
Oh, you're out doing like, that's like, it's usually like Super Saturday where all
Everyone's
the men, all they do is just go shoe, yeah, get some hugs, or go Pandora.
To be honest, I'm getting like Christmas presents for the kids, like friends' kids.
Okay.
family
yeah,
kids,
yeah, yeah.
You know, and like I'm just gonna prime them up. Prime will get there in time.
You gotta be careful with that though.
There's a strike at the minute, but
You gotta be careful.
I'm trusting them.
Because I can't lie, today I got like, my neighbours are lucky I was in. I had a half day, so number 63 had like 4 packages. Oh no, 3 packages come. If we weren't around, you know.
Hey, listen, man. Say what you want about Bezos, but he never lets me down.
Okay.
Guys,
We just remembered.
when I tell you, yeah, I did a big fucking mess up.
Okay.
Big mess up. So I found some AirPods that I lost, but I'd already got replacement ones. So I said to my brother, I'll send them to him. Send the AirPods, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, bro, just so you know, like, I sent them the other day. I sent him the tracking receipt. He just messaged me back and said, that's not my address. When I tell you I wanted to vomit, I've sent them to the wrong address.
So you've blessed someone this Christmas?
Yeah, so now someone's just got AirPods.
Nice.
AirPod Pros.
AirPod Pros?
Yeah. Like when I tell you I was screaming. So I was like, who do I
But
blame?
you've got the address. I'd pull up.
Yeah. I mean, he could. I told him that he should, but my brother's a very chill person.
No, you need to pull up. It was your mistake.
He lives in Manchester.
That shut me up.
He lives in Manchester.
You know what? That's on him, innit? Cool.
I just told him I did my bit in it. So
No. I still need my present.
what?
I still need my gift.
That's.
Someone's got to eat that.
Yeah. And that's on you. You got to
Charge
take
it
that
to
L,
the
man.
game.
Charge it, man.
I even paid like £8 for postage.
Special delivery.
Yeah, that's what's burning me on top of everything else.
You made sure you got their safe.
Yeah.
That person was like, right, this is amazing.
They're like, raw. Okay, cool.
But it's not addressed to him
Who?
or to whoever has it now.
This is what I'm.
So
hoping.
hopefully they don't open it.
I mean,
but
But it's Christmas.
yeah.
I know it is. If the person might have like be genuine and he gets lost in the rubble of all the other gifts and it's just there and come and if they wrap it up in that.
Do you know what? You would hope that the spirit of Christmas, like of good deeds, no?
This economy,
Yeah.
where he's squeezing outside.
Yeah. Government's trying to kill us.
So Merry Christmas to that nigga.
Before we get off this though, yeah, I do have an ongoing beef in my building, innit? So I remember during lockdown, I ordered an Adidas tracksuit from Sports Direct.
This again.
Yeah, I had to bring it up because it's still paining me, innit?
Yeah.
And you see with me, I'll take an L, but I have to get my lick back. That's where I have the
Okay.
issue, innit? I don't have the issue taking, of course, I'm not trying to embrace these L's, but I have to get my lick back, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, long story short, you heard it before. Tracksuit comes or doesn't come or whatever happens, they say it's delivered, but I believe it would go deliver to the same number, but across from me, the other building.
Okay.
Gone there, knocked, whatever, checked out all my neighbours, no one has it. Cool, no problem. Then there's another time I ordered Nigerian food, cool. I saw the delivery driver coming out of that building, and I'm like, yo, where's my food? He's like, it's been delivered. I said, brother, this building, not that one. The name is there. He's like, apologies. He's like, I literally just given it to them, pressing their buzzer now. They're not open. They're not opening it. Then someone comes out of the building. So I enter, knocking the door, not open. I said, you know what? I'm going to catch you. Because the same thing, it's an easy mistake to make. I hear it. It's going to happen on the other end of me, innit? Yeah. Lo and behold, this is like this is maybe like 8, 9, maybe even a year ago. A delivery for them came maybe like 6 weeks ago. And it was an Asda delivery of hella food. I'm talking like easily from the eye. £100 plus delivery. And the guy's giving it to me, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, this isn't for me. It's for over there, innit? But I said, when you get there, let them know the guy from such and such number sent them, and I know what happened, innit? The last time in my stuff, and warn him. He's looking at me like he's not going to pass. I said, no, make sure you let them know, or I will take all this stuff, innit? I was saying to him, because I was so vexed, he was getting all the energy that he shouldn't be getting, innit? Front of it. And as luck will have it, he's gone now. He's struggling to find a building. They're pressing my buzzer, going, "Oh, our food's been delivered to you." I can see them on my intercom, innit? So I'm talking to the lady on the phone, going, "Oh, you live at such and such number. Do you remember the time when my And they're just like quiet, like, "Oh, have you?" I said, "No, I haven't got it. I've sent him across to you, but if that happens again, I'm letting you know. I took it, and I will own it as well. So whatever it is, be mindful in it. So." Know yourself, innit?
I'm eating your groceries.
Yeah. No, do you know what it was as well? It looked like the person had kids in there. That's why I had a heart. That's where the empathy got me. I'm seeing like Dairy Dunkers. I'm
Capri Suns.
I don't think it's Capri Suns. I'm seeing like fruit shoes. I'm like, yeah, you got kids. I can't do this. But if you was a single individual
Henny.
or a couple, if it was like Henny and crackers, a single man with all this trash. It's just wings, lamb chops,
butter,
green beans, potatoes,
oat milk,
rice, oat milk,
protein shake.
Yeah, and that's it. And and just some dry crackers or some Doritos or something. And you're like, yeah, you ain't gonna use it in the house, innit?
I know them sea salt chips.
Yeah, it's good chips still.
Yeah.
But we started this episode with a banger. I want to argue today. Top 5 Christmas songs.
You gonna intro first?
Nah, I'm not going to intro. I mean, hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. You in the mood? You in a good mood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going out strong,
You head to pod?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're listening for the first week, my name is Fols Forever.
And I'm Mr. Vans.
And before we was rudely interrupted, that was Chrissy.
Hi.
From the Chrissy Hive.
Chrissy Hive.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Back, order's been restored. Don't ever interrupt Vans like ever again.
Don't ever fucking point your finger at me again.
For the listeners that can't see, I'm pointing my whole fist at her.
There you got spudding or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pod love and that. Okay, cool. Now we can argue.
Yeah.
Top 5 Christmas bangers.
Yeah. What I mean, for Christmas is you?
Yeah. It's up there.
Too obvious? Is that me being too mainstream?
Because of its iconic status.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the only reason I'm keeping it up there. But I don't think it should be, in terms of the quality, like, there's better Christmas songs.
Winter Wonderland? Walking in a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
But when we say the best, like, what do you mean by that?
Top 5, bro. Like, don't make this hard, bro.
Okay.
You're starting 5. If you had to go in and argue, this is my 5 against your 5, what are you picking?
Okay. Definitely the Mariah one. All I Want for Christmas is You.
Okay.
She's got another Christmas one.
Is it
which I think is better. Nah, it was around the same time.
Oh, I know you're talking. I forgot the song now. I know you're talking about. She's got more than one Christmas song.
Yeah.
I like Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. What's the duet?
Okay.
Okay.
Tough crowd, man.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I don't care if you're on stage, I'm gonna little mama you.
Shit then.
At your highest point, I will come on stage and say, take that.
You wanted to steal a black woman's shine.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
That old trope, that old chestnut. Boring.
Wow. Yeah, I would say that one. Destiny's Child. Doesn't it
12
feel
Days of
like
Christmas?
Yeah, that one gets
Doesn't
a special
it feel
mention
like
for me.
Christmas?
That's what Christmas say. What else?
What's that song again? Sing that again, Vans. Like Trust in your melody, bro. Commit to it, man.
Christmas, my baby gave to me. Something in the jeans. Something in the honey.
In the jeans.
In the jeans.
Levi jeans.
What's a
How's the Darion?
Jeans.
That brand's trash.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, it is, no matter how good you are in life, there's one thing that humbles you.
Yeah, true.
LeBron James, amazing man, awful hairline.
Man.
No, you have something. I don't care how much you have in life. Yeah,
you can't be 6'8", one of the best NBA players in history.
There's going to be someone that needs to keep you humble. A man keeps buying hairlines. I don't care what you lot tell me. It's only because you love that woman so much. That shows fan culture. All her clothing lines are trash. All of them.
No.
Even the Sainsbury's drip.
All of them are trash, bro. It's cheeks, bro.
Please, don't.
What if she sent an orange box to your house?
Of course, I'm gonna post it.
What? We'll be twirling in slow mo like a kebab on the timeline.
Man,
Yeah.
that says shawarma, you know.
Shawarma light because I'm losing weight.
Hey.
And now I'm gonna put all that Christmas.
Yeah.
What's rocking around the Christmas tree?
Yeah. What? I honestly can't think of any of this.
I've got a few. Obviously, the one that we just started with this Christmas from the legendary Donny Hathaway. Chris Brown's got a rendition which is dope as well.
Has Justin Bieber got a Christmas song? Which is
does, Under the Mistletoe.
Yeah.
That's a banger, you know.
It's low key.
I was gonna say
Africa's
it's slightly,
only
it's not even. It's not even slide for me. Like I like that one.
You saying you're owning your chest today?
Yeah, I'm owning it with my chest.
Yeah.
I've got Let It Snow by Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
That's a banger. I've got like a soul Christmas playlist.
Or soul one.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear it.
Luther Vandross, Mistletoe Jam.
Did Jules Michael have any Christmas songs? Am I bugging?
He must have.
Last Christmas, but that was Wham.
Oh,
Wham. But
it's him. It's him. He was him.
I'm looking at Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nah.
No?
Yeah, you had a man.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay.
Can you name all the other reindeers?
No? What do you think this is, bro? That's when you phone a friend.
You must be able to try.
No.
Yeah.
Rudolph. Let me just... Randy, no? I'm just throwing out random answers.
Man's name in the Jackson 5. Tito,
Michael, Ronnie, Jermaine.
So ridiculous.
What else is there, man? There's a few. Silent Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that's a banger still. But I want Jasmine Sullivan to come out and sing it.
Oh, okay.
She'll kill it.
Yeah, I agree.
I always just tell the ones that are in iconic Christmas films. So I'm sure there's Home Alone is like a Christmas film. I'm sure there's songs from that time period of the film, like a soundtrack.
Jingle bell,
Or the scoring.
Jingle bell.
that might be Mean Girls actually. Da 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 da.
The score in Home Alone is quite famous. It's not like a song with lyrics. It's just like the
soundtrack.
The melody in the back.
Yeah, like the do 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 do. No.
Yeah.
There's the iconic Wiley rant on radio where he tells everyone to S their mum on Christmas Day.
Oh
wow!
Beautiful beat. S your mum on Christmas Day, and you listening, it's like your mum as well. Yeah. I might, if Vans hooks up to the Bluetooth, I could play it, but it's crazy.
That's crazy, you know.
Yeah. He's on radio on Christmas Day, just slewing everybody.
Mad.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Go home with your family, bro.
No. It's intermission time, and obviously, the older generation are beating dominoes. You've eaten now. You've had a couple cups of Henny.
Yeah, let me go to Deja really quickly.
And I went to Deja on the roof and that, and tell them to suck their mum on Christmas Day.
That's mad. I gotta come and see you. I gotta leave the yard.
But who's committed to the beef on Christmas Day?
I mean,
who's saying if it's on site, it's on site. Everyone's bloated from the turkey and that.
I mean,
especially if I know where you are.
Just drive
there.
Yeah, of course.
And you probably got a couple of the cousins or the man them round. Easy.
Very true.
I'm just going to the shop to get iced.
Yeah.
Shouts out to everybody right now listening on Christmas Day, and you've gone for the walk in inverted commas. Your family know what you do. We don't address it. We know what one. You come back, your eyes are red, they're heavy. You're either super merry for some people, or you're proper chilled out where like you're moving like a sloth because you're on cloud 9 literally?
That reminds me of the time when I went out for a smoke on Christmas Day, and I came back inside and my mum was like, "Oh my god, your allergies! Like take an antihistamine, your eyes are so red." And I was like, "Yeah, allergies."
You come back in with that conjunctivitis strain.
Mad.
She was just like, "Oh, you should go and wash your eyes out." I was like,
Was she mugging you like because she knew, or did she genuinely
"No,
think
she genuinely thought
that's
that."
the worst one?
Yeah.
And now you've got to pretend you're taking medication that you don't need.
Just like,
If you got that mum that stares you down until you have the medicine, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got one of them that she
Yeah.
like she's looking at you to take and make sure you take the right dosage
and then
and
drink
stuff.
more water as well.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's funny.
But shout out to you, lot, man. We get it, man.
You
Like,
getting boozed up?
yeah. I was faking I was gonna chill. Now I'm getting smacked.
You
I'm getting absolutely
impossible cunt.
I've already seen like Bailey stocked up in my yard.
okay. Did you guys pattern up with the club card and get the £10
No,
deal?
I
That
didn't.
Yeah,
everyone was
absolutely, man.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, this time of year I use Bailey's in my coffee instead of milk.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got to do it, man. It's got
You must.
to get done.
You don't fear the porcelain god, do you?
Oh no, like Bailey's, I'm like, no,
Okay.
milk doesn't really trouble. I'm fine.
Oh, you're indestructible.
No.
Are you super Negro? What the
No.
fuck is going on here, bro?
No.
I mean, yeah, Baileys don't really affect me like that.
Okay, just me then.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, because there's certain drinks.
Eggnog though, that will send me into a
Or to
madness,
Valhalla and that.
bruh.
Oh my god, guys, I've never had that. It's just never.
Well, like the
Eggnog.
lactose intolerant.
No, it's just never. It's just got egg in the title. It's never appealed to me.
Yeah, it's. I
But
don't know, man.
now, if you had a Ghanaian MCM, you'd be back in that eggnog.
Until then,
Until then, yeah,
no, it's
nah.
weird. Like, does it actually have egg in it?
I don't know how it's made,
I'd
man.
like to think it does if it's got egg in the title, but it could be wrong.
Terrifying.
Yeah, a babe
beverage.
made it for me once.
Oh, sure. Okay. Cool.
Right? Did you help?
Nope.
Shock.
I mean, she offered that.
He,
Said yes.
he was a guest, bro. I'm setting the scene. I don't know what really happened, but like, he was a guest,
Yeah.
It's got to be done, innit?
Yeah, around Christmas, like, oh, yeah, what are you saying? Oh, I had nothing, just making eggnog. And I was like, yeah, I beg you, pat me.
You're like
You're so annoying.
standard woman voice. It's hilarious, bro. Even last week, you hit us with the man them voice, sounding like the every roadman skit comedian on the internet.
What you saying, babes?
No, don't do that.
Fucking.
Why is it always fucking? Man's always trying to buy time, innit? Because like you're trying to think of the lie. Or,
Yeah, doing a hand clap, the hand rub. Like,
Fucking, well, basically, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, babes, like, why you behaving like that?
No, that's you.
Why you be even
You
like
got it
that?
down to a T.
I know, it's good
When's
for
the
you.
last
Like to your
time
brain.
a gentleman don't do that has approached you in that manner with that kind of energy?
Oh.
With the fucking
What you saying, babe? Like,
It's been a
telling
while,
you.
you know.
okay.
Yeah, but that's not really my bag.
Oh, you need someone to
Let's
hit
be
you with it
concise.
expeditiously.
No, don't do that. But why are you drawing your words?
mad.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, I'm guessing that's an ick for you. Like you need to communicate properly.
Yeah, I need to.
Certain man are pre-drinking before the dance. Other man are swallowing the dictionary.
Mad. start being like Ti and that.
Yeah, man in the dance is
No.
saying words that it doesn't even correlate with what he needs to
No.
communicate, and that don't make no sense.
No, not like that. You don't have to be doing TI, but just overly road. I think that's nice from like a lustful angle.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, oh, rough and ready. Yeah.
I can change him.
Yeah.
Women are jokers.
And they love a project, you know. We over here want our kids to be Project Mbappe. You got a project over there. You want to change him from the road and that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, from a tracksuit to a skinny jean.
That's a crazy transition.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it done.
Yeah.
He even had like the metal waist chain type thing.
Oh, the little
He was
rocker
down bad,
skater boy
yeah.
thing across.
You know,
Skull
when you look at
gang.
your boy and you're like,
The thing is, we've all been through. Okay, not say we. Some of us been through some phases in it. Like it's come. I'm in like my cargo. I ain't worn jeans in like 4 years.
okay.
You know, and that might be because I'm in between fatness at times. But you know, we need comfortable.
You're perfect the way you are, King.
Denim rubbing against each other.
Denim rubbing against the thighs and that.
That is
Shout out to the babes
crazy.
that I've got the denim
Collar.
in. We've all been there, you know, like in the thigh area, and the material is a bit worn.
Oh, mad.
'Cause thick
Leaving the
thighs
skin all
save
black and
lives.
that.
Okay.
Do thick thighs not save lives?
And ruin them.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
winter time. Do you not want to use those thighs as earmuffs? No.
Yeah.
Vans, can you co-sign? I'm on this island by myself.
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Bro, what the hell is going on
I'm
here,
with
bro?
you, bro. I'm with you.
Nah, bro, I know we used to be a duo. I know. Can you co-sign?
Yeah, you're speaking
What's
facts.
going on
You're
here,
speaking
bro?
facts, B.
You know, I'm standing at the edge of the ledge, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I can fly. But where's my support?
Oh gosh, guys.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, come on, shouts out to that community, man. We appreciate you know.
Yeah.
Hugs for the winter, innit?
Hugs for the winter.
It's very much needed. But there's a lot on the agenda. I think we're off the Christmas chat in regards to songs and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't really like pinpoint a top 5, but I think we.
And there's more
There's
than 5
options. You know
in
what?
there.
You guys
I'm flung in
listening?
the 5. I'm flung in the 5.
Okay, yeah. Shouts out to Vans. You guys listening? Use the hashtag. Let us know your top 5 Christmas songs, and we can. If I got a spare hour on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, we can argue.
Do it
back and
live,
forth.
yeah?
No, let's chill out.
No?
We can argue
Don't do
via Twitter. Okay, cool. We can get on the live, innit? The thing is, he will say this and it'll just be me and Chrissy on there.
Let's get on the live, man.
Want to get on the live, yeah?
Yeah, on Christmas Day.
You want to do that and
Why
interact with
not?
people then?
Let's
In your
interact.
bonnet.
No, I ain't gonna have my bonnet on.
Oh, are you
I've got the
gonna have
Rasta
locks?
hat. I got my hair up. You know, come on.
Are you getting a fresh twist for Christmas?
No, I'm gonna get a little shave and a shape up on that though.
Nice.
So
Or the listeners can let us know if they want to see us do a live on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
the thing is, response or no response, I'm gonna be on there.
I'll meet you there.
Fine.
Yeah, meet me there, man.
Cool.
Yeah,
Meet us on Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
meet me on the internet, isn't it?
Off the cuff on Christmas Day. Oh, that's another one. In Bethlehem. Da, 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 da.
We
Hey.
don't know the words.
Yeah, no, that's all I had.
Just bare melody,
Yeah.
bare humming and that.
Vibes.
Yeah, the vibes of everything, innit?
Vibes.
It's needed. So, should we get to some of the major talking points?
Yeah.
Have you been following the trial of the century?
Megan the Leprechaun.
Megan and Leprechaun. Okay, we can see what side of the fence you stand on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't been following it, but it's everywhere.
Okay. So it's been following you basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't been following it either. Just
I had so much confidence coming in today that you guys would have so much disinterest in this topic.
just give me the verdict.
Okay, cool. So do you guys think he's going to be found guilty?
Yeah.
Okay. From the little you've seen, the little that's followed you, what makes you think he's going to get found guilty? Pass me that, please, man. If that is for me.
Yeah. Is it?
It is now.
You know, I'm definitely taking that.
I know.
Can you pass it, please?
Do you know what's really upsetting, yeah?
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I had
Listen,
two.
just for the listeners.
Because I had 2, I actually wanted to save that flavour till last.
You know what, yeah? This ain't half bad.
Sorry.
What's this? M&S mojito, lime juice, and mint flavouring with 2 measures of white rum. You know what? Diana Abbott, I understand. You want some?
Yeah, I do.
One second. COVID, though, innit? You have to be careful. You're gonna sky it. Okay, cool.
Do you know what? Take the drink and
We
let's get
are
back. I don't really think you.
family.
Let's get back to this pod.
Sisters with me. Hey,
Carry on,
hey,
carry on.
hey. You got sparkling water, man. You'll be fine. Yeah, so why do you think he's guilty?
Because he did that shit.
Okay, in simple terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be as square one or route one as.
I thought he was going to call him a squarehead. I don't know where this guy going.
I don't think it's as simple as he's gonna get guilty. He's gonna be guilty because of some of the things that I've seen. It looks a little bit more complicated. I think it's gonna go on for a lot longer.
Yeah, it's taken a long time to get to the trial, obviously because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think these things cost money. So my assumption is for the people that, lawyers in the background, that you stretch this thing out as long as possible because that's where the money is, innit? Aside from obviously it being COVID. But I think certain section of the internet society, he will always be guilty in the court of public opinion for some people.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is. My bias at the start was finding a conspiracy or just finding the truth, innit? And as this twists and turns have gone, yeah, I was having little engagements and little back and forth with people on Twitter. And I was like, this was going on. Kelsey's taking this type of plea.
Yeah.
Basically where she has immunity up until a point where like if she says anything, it was like transactional immunity and there's another version of immunity she's got. The one they went for was one that will cover her completely. The one she's got basically is if you say anything, if basically she can get done for perjury. Remember when Little Kim went to jail back in the day?
Yep.
For lying on the stand, basically. That's the one she's got. She's up until a point. That's why now I understand she's umming and ahhing.
Okay.
She's backtracking on certain things.
Yeah.
Because if she does tell the truth on some things, it will then implicate her. Aside from the conspiracy that people believed she's been paid off by Tory. So when I now look on the line and then see this allegations that she is either married or having a child by someone in 1501. So they see the label that Meg Stallion's arguing with about contracts and trying to leave. Apparently someone as an executive over there, a senior person, has had or having a baby for. So I see some Instagram posts, them booed up and
Kelsey,
the girl Kelsey in it. So and how she's been on the stand, and then you've got this bodyguard which is apparently just disappeared.
Yeah.
That they were meant to call, but apparently he's just in Qatar. That's what they say he is. Obviously, you hear these things, you don't know.
Listen, Lifetime are going to pick up the story.
No, listen. If this you know what it is, if this was a celebrity, of course, because it's celebs, it's a bigger story. But if this wasn't celebs and we was watching it on like a true crime story, this would be a crazy story.
Yeah.
So many twists and turns. This could easily be a Netflix 6-part special. Easily.
Nollywood.
Oh, this would be crazy.
What?
It's Gitty.
Not Gitty.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for all that we know, is that someone was injured.
Yeah.
Which was Meg, right?
Definitely.
And everything else is just like based on opinion from what we are getting, like in the small details from what is happening in court.
It's become finger pointing and like, okay, cool. Of course, obviously, you're the woman in the room, so we have to ask you first, yeah? We just got to get that out of the way. How do you feel about the stance? So her sexual exploits or history has come up as part of conversation.
Yeah.
So the allegation that she slept with Tory as well as Kelsey slept with Tory. I don't know if it came up in court, but there's been talk online about the baby and then her talking about Pardison Fontaine being embarrassed. How do you feel about that being spoken about in court, who she slept with or not slept with?
To me, it seems like a really clear attempt to take the focus away from what actually happened here. Like, wow, let's make her sexual history the point of this to try and embarrass her, or just to take the focus away from what it is they're trying to prove. Yeah. And it's something that has, time and time again, you'll see it happen to women where
in rape cases especially,
their sexual history comes into question. And then it becomes about that, like, that must be the reason you did it, or that must be the reason you lied. It's like, well, she could have slept with everyone. Yeah. It doesn't make a difference to the facts. But once that's put into the court of public opinion, like you said, it's very easy to, it can be a scare tactic even sometimes. Like, I would rather all of this not, like, be out there. I don't want people knowing my business. Not necessarily in the case, like to this extent, but I'm sure that's happened before where people will know that these kind of things will come up. They'll be discussed on the stand. It's whether you were...
If you guys remember Power, when Professor Milgram is on the stand and she's like, and he's like, you was with Freaky Zeke, and then the cop, and then he's like, and me.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that.
She got absolutely torn to shreds on the stand.
There you go. And why does it want, like, it shouldn't be like that, but then when they bring that kind of stuff up, it's almost to question Norman's credibility. But what does that have to do with anything? But,
and a big but on this one, that's why I wanted you to see where you was at, is like, I think I interjected with you, said like rape case, you see that where they would talk about her state, if she was inebriated or what she was wearing or how she was moving at the party and stuff. But I think in this instance, regardless of where you stand, it is plausible and I think it is fair and right on that end of style to bring stuff up, because what they're trying to do is talk about the angle of why there was a fight, because initially they were saying there was an eyewitness that saw two ladies fighting. Why were they fighting?
They need to get to the root of...
Let's cut the crap and cut the cap. Women be fighting over dick. Men be fighting over vagina. It's very plausible that it happens where friends or frenemies sleep with the same guy and it causes friction. Just because they are who they are doesn't mean she's not above that. If that was the angle they're going with, to say, listen, that's why there was an argument and potentially why maybe the angle of Kelsey shot her or Kelsey wrestled for a gun and the gun went off, that is just for them to bring it up. I understand why people be upset about it, but facts versus feelings in a case like this, the Tory's defense, their job is just to create enough reasonable doubt that he didn't do it, something else is at play here. And I think it is fair to bring that up, as much as it's not nice. And of course, I understand she's going to be upset, she's probably going to cry. She spoke about her boyfriend being embarrassed. And even that, I just looked at it as like, he's not now people then getting on to him. I don't think he's embarrassed. And it's just my opinion, because, she's slept with X amount of guys. It's more... Our business is in the street.
There,
You can be embarrassed about, I'm cool with, my lady has a past with history. I'm with her now, but I don't need everyone to know our stuff.
Yeah.
So that's fair as well. Like, I don't think people should get onto him too much. Unless he comes out and says, listen, I don't like girls with body count above -4. Then get onto him, innit? He's got a feminist tattoo, so he's kind of like, he snookered himself, innit?
Yeah.
So when he said that, from what she said, and you've got that tattoo, the people looking at him like, oh, you're just as bad as these guys, or you're a sucker as well, innit? So
yeah, it's all like down to interpretation as well. Like, but I'm 100% with you in that take, and it's just disappointing to see how two friends can just get to this point over this 4'9" Donny. Like, and the thing is that, like, do you know what?
Guys? Can we find the funnies?
Do you know what? We can find the funnies, because I'm looking at Donny's roster and I'm like, yo, like,
bro, because they said on that night he wasn't even invited to the party. Meg was already at the party with Kelsey. She
Kylie
shouted
Jenner's
him
house
to come. He gets there, 2 girls that he's already been intimate with or currently intimate with, and allegedly Kylie was showing him some love.
yeah, he's got a bit of a roster, man. I was looking at pictures of Kelsey because I didn't know what she looked like before, and I was like, you know what? I might believe her on that stand.
That's weak. You could never.
I'm
be
weak.
You could never be juror number 32.
I am weak.
If there was during jury selection, they'd be like, "Yep, too horny.
Yeah,
Get him off."
Yeah, I am weak.
But in that, so are they saying that Kelsey slept with the baby as well?
I've heard that. I don't like to be true, but the story that's very recent. But the story was, Kelsey was already sleeping with Tory.
Yeah.
Kelsey goes out of town for whatever reason. Tory sleeps with Meg Thee Stallion, and then it comes up. So in the fight and an argument where allegedly, so their angle of why Tory shot Meg is that she was getting onto him about his music, saying that his music wasn't up to scratch, innit? And then he got angry, fit of rage, pulled the gun out. So like, when it first came out, I was like, as mad as it will say to have this question out loud, is like, why the hell would he shoot Meg Thee Stallion? Like, what's happening? Because they're trying to justify, you're trying to, where did things go wrong? You're trying, I understand that might not be the word, 'cause I'm trying to make sure I don't sneak myself as well, but trying to see what's going on here, innit?
Yeah.
A gun shouldn't even have been in that scenario anyway.
But these are high profile people.
Yeah.
Guns will be in that scenario, or in that vicinity, possibly, whether it's like on a person, security in a car,
Emotions running high, they're intoxicated,
alcohol, all those things. So it's so weird. It's like she's been caught out in a, do you know what it is? I don't think what's helped as well is there's been a lot of clout chasing. People don't want to accept it, but I don't know if it was a good idea. Well, in one hand, it's probably a good idea to do the Gayle King interview pre the trial.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to, you're getting your angle out there, and you know, like the typical Oprah interview, the Rihanna type moment, those type of things, innit? Where you have that sit down.
Yeah.
And then you, in that interview, deny the body, innit?
Yeah.
And women have done that. Men have done it.
Yeah.
I get it. But if then you're on the stand now and you're then admitting to being intimate on some, whatever you want to coin the phrase, you and my man done a thing, you look like a liar now.
Yeah, so
that's what's weird.
Yeah, this is the thing. Is like, if he's found guilty, then, you know, throw him in and let him face the consequences of that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then if it goes the other way, then it could also be quite detrimental to Meg's reputation. I'm not sure about her career as a whole, but like there's going to be, there's a lot of angry guys out there anyways, like, about this whole situation.
They want her part of her fan base anyway, so I don't know if she truly loses. I don't know if she loses in that manner. Like, if the people, in my opinion, a lot of the people that would probably, if it was to come out that, whatever the angle is, he gets found guilty or he gets off or mistrial or it's inconclusive, I don't know if those same people that would go and then go, oh, you know what, justice for Tory Lanez, want to listen to Meg, well, listen to Meg Thee Stallion anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, but like, there could be a number of reasons. But if it comes out that she had lied, because I know that this is not what I'm saying, it's just what I've heard, right? Then I'm saying, like, you know, even to people that weren't listening to her anyways, obviously it's not gonna affect her coin that much, but like her rep in certain places.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe less people might do features, or like,
do you know what I mean? You've only got
certain section of the industry you can work with.
Yeah,
if the guys ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But hey, man.
But I also feel like because of the people she's backed by and the people that have a vested business interest in her, they're not going to let it go down. Because when I'm seeing these things coming out now, it could just be that Tory's fucking up. So there's this whole issue about a particular juror.
Yeah.
So allegedly they were caught in a lift, like him, his lawyer, that juror, and I think someone from the press. and there's been like a separate issue which has not been confirmed with either that juror or another juror. So they looking at angle is there like juror tampering is. I'm like, right, is this guy part of the mob? So he paid off allegedly Kelsey, may have even offered Meg money to be paid like $1 million each. Apparently was the story. Now this juror issue, the bodyguard is missing somewhere. Like now I'm on this. I'm like, I was moving like this, then I'm moving over here. I'm like, this is. I can't lie to you. This is not entertaining, but it's very engaging. Like and then also seeing like the angles and the biases by certain lawyers. So you got this lawyer called Mo, who's on Vlad TV a lot, and he breaks down like NBA YoungBoy's case and stuff. He's been breaking down the whole trial, but like he'll come out. He's on TikTok. He's now following his building. He's like making I think he's put some of his Instagram content behind a paywall, so you got to subscribe. Right. Then you've got another lady called Megan McCunniff, I think her name is. Then you can kind of see her angle where she's coming from, where she's reporting a lot on Meg and the Kelsey side of things. You can even see the biases and stuff where with the people that are reporting, because they're also getting their numbers up and the attention and them up as well. So everyone's eating off this.
Yeah, like, and do you know what it is as well? In court, it just depends on like which lawyer decided to turn up on the day.
Bruv, if you've got Method Man or if you've got Proctor. Remember when Proctor got Tommy Egan off?
Yeah.
What a babe.
Prosecutorial malfeasance was the term.
You remember it.
Bro, if you got Proctor in your corner, you might get away killing the president.
But Proctor was too invested in his client.
Bro, at that level you got to be, bro.
Just far too invested.
Yeah.
So he got shot up in his crib.
Don't stand too close to the fire.
Yeah, to a man like that? Nah, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, man, it just, depends on, like, it's the World Cup final between the lawyers. Who's going to win this case? Yeah. Who's going to grab that?
Building. If you were the person that got Tory Lanez off, bro, all I got to do now is stand outside the Def Jam building, the Interscope building, the 300 building, insert rapper, insert chain, and bust down here. You have a case? 100 racks. A minute. You need to pay me.
Not a minute.
Yeah.
It is what, like, you're going to pay for your freedom, innit?
Yeah.
Also, Tory's been working overtime since this incident happened, like probably 3 albums in 2 years.
If he gets off, that first song, he's going to go, numbers is going to go nuts.
Yeah, he's still doing solid numbers though. But like if he gets off, then it's probably going to double because he's got something to speak about now. Yeah, where people are going to want to listen to.
And hit us with the meanest freestyle. With
that 9-minute freestyle.
With a mix of Jadakiss and Cassidy's bar. He's going to hit us with a crazy freestyle and we're not going to care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a mad situation.
Let me ask you a question because you stepped out, yeah? If it comes out or the angle spun that Meg Thee Stallion was lying, would that affect you listening to her music?
I'm going to say no, but I don't really listen to her music anyway.
Okay, cool. Fair.
It wouldn't, like, if I never listened to another Meg Thee Stallion song, it wouldn't affect my life. Was
that the same for Tory pre this whole issue?
Yeah, I didn't really listen to music.
Okay. But then when it then happened, if his music come on, was there ever any like, nah, or?
No, I'm not going like, I'm not playing it, but if
that Jerry Springer come on and everyone's like,
it's a banger.
Or that controller remix.
Jerry Springer, goes off still. Yeah. But I wouldn't like
tear
my ears off in protest.
It's a lot of culture wars, gender wars, definitely culture wars, and I feel like a lot of people have their mind already made up on both sides of the fence, innit? So it's like, because initially there was that thing of, she never got shot because there was this news story of it just being glass fragments, but I think they eventually did locate the bullet fragments and stuff. So that kind of got that. So what Van said at the start with the Claire thing is, she got injured, whether someone shot, like whatever the case, a gun got discharged, and she was a victim of that. So I don't even know if the truth will really come out. And that's the saddest thing, because if he's on the other end and actually hasn't done anything, or it isn't as that theory of wrestling for a gun, trying to stop someone shooting someone, a gun goes off, I wouldn't look at him as a guilty individual.
Yeah.
But I will speak to something about, like, this is obviously an extreme case, but as men sometimes, how our penises can get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Because there is a certain level of, because everyone has to have accountability first and foremost. Just because you enjoyed my penis doesn't mean you start acting like a mad person. And just because someone enjoys your vagina
Okay, wait.
doesn't mean they should act like a mad person. It's fair.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna dibble and dabble in friendship circles or people that know each other or people that maybe you shouldn't be dealing with,
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
exactly. So it's like it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, for real, innit? So I don't know. That's where it's difficult. Okay, cool. Let's say we as a podcast, okay, we're very heavily invested in music, and we've got a platform where Rise and we get like an artist we're fucking with, yeah? Man or woman, innit? That person, in my opinion, none of us should deal with, innit?
Yeah.
Girl or
Right.
boy, innit? Because financial purposes, business relationships, sometimes some things are too close to home. That's just one example. There's other examples of just, okay, being in the same industry. But hey, Donnie was on quarantine radio gang. It's like, to think about where Donnie was before this happened, he was on a mad high.
Yeah.
And he may have been feeling, come on, listen. If for anyone listening, any of the guys or the girls that have been in a space where they're chopping friends, you feel like Superman or Superwoman.
Tell us more about the experience.
No, I'm speaking about those people's feelings. I am at home this Christmas with my wife. Don't put me in the mix.
My wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just talking
Finest
about you
Denzel
speaking
voice.
from experience. That was all.
Have you ever had any friends that have engaged with friends?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Some of them fantastic. It worked. The other's car crash, but such is life, How about you, Fols?
Yeah, I know of people that have done that. I wouldn't advise it, but at the same time, it's like,
It will never get to a point, but let's be real. It will never get to the point of what we've just been discussing with Megan, Kelsey, and Tory.
I would hope not. I would definitely hope. But I've definitely seen women fighting over Don
Dick
before, and definitely seen guys.
Didn't Cardi say that?
She's fighting over dick.
She said, "I don't give a heck what you lot say." Yeah,
That's why I like her. And the thing is, it's real because apparently Offset was cheating in a strip club
With some
and
weed
she sent some babes in.
Yeah.
That's what she had that lawsuit for, innit?
Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So she is fighting over dick, innit?
yeah,
So
Giving her raps.
you have to respect it, innit? So,
living her raps.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember we spoke ages ago. I'm with Vans in regards to like a little bit being over it. I just want the truth. But as we're following the story, I'm like, yo, it's good. How long got on there? No, when I came, I stopped it. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure all of this is in. I'm on content production right now. Yeah? I have to make sure that I do just want the truth to come out. But the way the twists and turns are happening, because like if this, let's say, for God forbid, this bodyguard turns up dead or is missing and no one can actually find him, or we do actually find like there's like a text or a phone call conversation where Tory's offering their money, there's something brazen needs to happen where it's like, okay, cool, you got someone back to rights now, and it is what it is. But at this point, it's just finger pointing, name calling, and we just have to wait and see in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
It's
truth shall
literally-
prevail.
yeah.
Whilst we're on urban news and court news and scandal stuff, did Gunna snitch?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Because he was
Actually
caught up
don't
in
know.
that whole YSL RICO case and
Yeah.
then was in jail for a while. Now he's out. 5 years down to 1 served and community service. But we got this, well,
Took the plea,
took the plea, pushing
That
plea.
was it.
pushing plea,
Pushing
plea,
plea.
pushing plea.
That's it,
His ops are having a field day.
Yeah, they have absolute field day. How do you guys, as civilians, for first and foremost, how do you guys view snitching? We'll start there.
It's as an adult, you realize, like, if God forbid someone I know was in a situation and someone else had information that could help them, I would want you to give that information. I'm not saying snitch. I'm just saying give information.
Assistance.
Yeah, help me.
Help me. I won't say the word because they're honest about the word. Help me. Yeah.
But it's a tough one. It's a really, really tough one because if you all did that shit, then take the L.
Yeah, I guess you have to. I think in certain lifestyles, you live by a certain code, right? And obviously, like if you're on record preaching that or saying that you live by that, then you have to, you know, hold up your word when that time comes. In a general aspect, as civilians, yes, no one likes a grass, right?
You a tattletale.
But listen, when it's for your freedom and stuff, and especially like if you were just affiliated, and you live a normal lifestyle, then bro, who's gonna blame you for telling? To free yourself. This is life. Like, especially like over there in the States, yeah.
And also Christmas is coming, you got a baddie with the fresh BBL waiting for you outside the court.
But like, listen, if this is your lifestyle and the code that you go by and you get caught for the shit that you did, hold that L, do that time, man.
Or just standing next to the wrong people. Because like, the thing is, they've got a song called Take It to Trial. That's why it's so crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So of course, we're going to all theorize as armchair lawyers and people that, you know, have been in these cases for 15 summers and know legalese and that. But this is what we do as people on the internet, sadly at times. But sometimes things are staring you in the face, isn't it? If the angle since the start has been YSL is not a gang but a music label, and in your statement when you're leaving and it's you acknowledging, and he said, yes, ma'am, you acknowledge that YSL is a gang and it was a detriment to the community. Is it far-fetched for me to look at people that are left in jail as that angle then being a detriment to their case? If that was been the angle from the start, which is, this is not a gang, it's a music label. I don't know how people see that and go, unless him and the young fuck have had a conversation, the thing is, maybe I'm probably going to be the one that's going to take the brunt of this and you need to get out here and earn money and assist with my case. Cool. But we'll have to wait for him to confirm. That's something people have been saying. Yeah. But I'm just like, rah, this is very interesting because when everybody's in that position, all this stands like, you know, staying 10 toes down. I want to get home to my wife and my kids. It's Christmas. You expect me to be here for another year? There's only men in here. Bare dudes, bro. Bare. There's no lean in here. I can't get the drugs I need. Like, did you not see when Gunna first went in? He lost bare weight. Oh. He looked proper slender in it, you know.
He lost the lean belly.
Yeah, lost the lean belly.
Lost the lean belly. You're not eating the Michelin star meals anymore.
Wagyu beef and that.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
Nice oodles and noodles.
But then, like, is there like a sense of technicality here? It's like, because a gang doesn't necessarily.
Nope.
Mean.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. That's what RICO cases are for.
Okay.
Like,
fair enough.
You're a gang, innit? Once that, you know, things are done in commission for the gang, which is like shootouts, all these things, selling drugs. Once they associate you as a gang, you're done. That's why even like 50's got the song with, I think, it might be 6ix9ine, it says, I'm not gang. Like, even the biggest artists say, no, don't play.
50's got a song with 6ix9ine.
Yeah, he's on a tune with 6ix9ine. So it's like, the people that are aware of this and been aware from early, like, don't play with certain things, innit? Yeah. Even in the UK, I've said it before, I'm not going to name rapper now, but like, that's why, did you remember that period when SBTV went a bit more mainstream and there was those disclaimers before videos, and there's even disclaimers on like Link Up TV, like these things are for purpose of entertainment. Okay. Because people have been at trial in the UK and their music has been played in court. Yeah. So like, it's not a game, innit? So.
Yeah, and I'm hearing like the co-founder of YSL also admitted that it is a gang.
Exactly, and even the lawyer came out and said people are telling. So like, they want the head of the snake, innit?
Thug,
and they've got him. He's in jail, you know. So
they want Thug, and they've got him right where they want.
I don't care how much friendship's been here. People are going 15 summers.
That's a lot of summers.
Babes ain't gonna be waiting for me. I need to get home to her. Is that real? And that's the side of it where I'm like with Vans, of course, we don't like grasses, but I actually do like seeing this happening. Do you know why? Because it also, for the young and impressionable, it shows you this thing isn't real like that.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest, the baddest will do it. Do you know why? Because nobody wants to have 40 years. What's the song on that Pusha T album? Sorry, nigga, I'm just trying to come home. Yeah. Apologies for the N-word, for the people that are upset recently, innit? But, you know, that was a reference point. Like that, people, they just want to come home, innit? You're telling someone to keep it real. And in me keeping it real, are you guys keeping it real with me? So I stay here for, let's say it is the gang thing or friends are going to done a madness. I stay here for 40 years. Are the visits going to continue?
Yeah.
Are you looking after my lady? Or are you looking after my lady?
Oh.
In that way? Because that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you checking for my kids? How's my mum? Some people might think that's far-fetched, but I'm on the inside, you're on the outside. What's going on here? you know. Because I'm telling you lot now, yeah. If you're my brother and you get 5 years, I'm gonna see you in 5. My skin is too nice at this point to be going to high down. I'm sorry. I'm not going.
See you later.
I'm not going to
Toodles.
I ain't going to jail to see nobody
Enjoy.
right now.
See you soon.
I love you lot.
my
I'm gonna
God.
send you some letters. Yeah. I'm gonna be on the sneakers. I'm gonna, you know,
On the
make sure.
sneakers
Yeah,
app.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna make it do what it do.
What is your handwriting like?
Fairly decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a fountain pen don back in the day, you know. Had good handwriting. It's not as nice as it used to be back in the day, but you know, working on it.
Great.
Trying to get my so I need to practice. Have I got someone who's got a pending case around me or something?
No, it was a genuine question.
Okay. Genuine, yeah. See it there? Shouts out to the civilians, man.
Shout out to the civilians,
And all
man,
the people that,
living a freedom.
Imagine
Safe
go to
life.
bid Vans, you go to jail and you miss like 5 summers. That's 5 DLTs. Are you crazy?
We're never making it out the hood.
Yeah, man. Like,
Actually,
bro,
never
the
make
thought
it
of
out.
like not having my freedom, it's nothing is worth it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
5 summers.
But I do respect the angle of if you're going to do something together with someone you love as friends. I just don't respect that like telling on your person in it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody's an individual there. Because the
Yeah.
minute they bring out the cheeseburgers,
Oh my gosh, follow.
Because like I know when you are in a gang, or you know there's more than, you know, a number of people in there, surely, and you're doing things that you know that if you get caught you're gonna get sent away for a while.
Yeah.
These conversations has to come up at some point.
Yeah.
and you know as well, even the whole, of course, it's like, so there's like things like treason, being a tattletale, grass. It's not just like hip hop culture. It's in society, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a large part of the reason why those things became a thing, so it's like the head of crews, it's a way of insulating themselves. So don't tell on us. Don't tell on each other.
Yeah.
Don't tell, because I'm going to need you to go and do a madness on behalf of me or behalf of the gang. It's a way of protecting myself. Because I'm like high level organized crime. Those big dons don't really touch nothing. That's why when they do get them, it'll be for like the money laundering things, or like I've been watching this, obviously BMF's coming back in the new year.
Yeah.
So I've been watching, they've done something like 6 or 7 part thing on Prime, where it's like more of a documentary speaking to ex-BMF guys, video footage of when they're in Miami and like the whole demise of BMF. When they actually got Big and Meech, they didn't catch him with anything.
Yeah.
Like they didn't catch him in like, there's no photos of him in a drug deal. Like the big dons aren't doing stuff. It has to be
Yeah.
someone snitching on them,
Yeah.
or turning their money against them. So if you've got no fixed abode, no proof of income, and you've got Ferraris and houses and Lambos, all this stuff, they'll just do you for money laundering.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what they'll do you on, innit? So, yeah. It's mad, man. Even also getting off this, even the last thing with the Gunna thing is like, okay, cool, 2 people in a car, you get pulled over, there's drugs and guns, and the police ask you, whose is it? And you say, it's not mine. I'm sorry, man. Unless Thug is going for, it's not mine either, it's been planted,
Yeah.
that's the only other angle. If it's not mine, whose is it? That's like the whole, like, I'm not snitching, but,
Yeah.
like, it's not mine, but it's,
There's only 2 of us in here.
yeah,
And it wasn't me.
me, yeah. So, do the maths, you know.
Yeah, it's looking sticky for Thug, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where all the money's coming from. Like, you know.
Yeah,
so.
listen, they'll dry the money up. You're being caught for ages. I did find it hilarious that like he was in court and someone hacked the stream and played gay porn.
Oh,
There's comedic value there, because I remember when Thug first came out wearing the dresses and the lipstick and the, you know, to see that happen. That, I'm sorry, man. Find the funnies. That's impeccable comedic timing.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, right, everything's a circus.
It is.
Yeah.
The media circus thing is
Even the fact we
definitely
can
real.
watch these things, like, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know too much about each other.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Way too much.
What do you think about me? You know too much, if I've worded that question correctly.
About the fact that you went to do fucky with someone in another town and you took lots of stimulants. I didn't need to know that.
Are you referring to the time I travelled and I took PEDs?
Yeah.
Performance enhancing?
Like, I didn't need to know that.
Why are you smiling at me,
Times
man?
3.
You didn't even know that?
3 of them. I didn't.
What, 3 of them things?
3 of them.
3 of the
things.
extremes.
Didn't need to know.
Just for the record, one day this story will die. Hopefully it dies in 2022.
Until then.
It was once and once only.
That was a
okay?
great story.
Yeah, that's what I was just being too honest. Sometimes, you know what it is, I think in like 10, 15 years time, will I want this to still be online?
That's far too on it.
Yeah, I was too eager. I was like,
That's like dick through the letterbox.
as long as I have breath in my lungs,
Yeah.
you'll never, ever forget that you told this story in the pod.
Listen, remember, I've been podcasting for a long time, yeah? You will soon get to that point. You've been podcasting for a long time. A story will come out. It happens, isn't it?
Do you know what?
Put mics.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this story. What a great story. I'm happy for you, King.
Yeah.
You went and experimented, so I know not to do that.
Yeah, okay, but be very careful, is what I'd say to anyone.
Yeah.
Out there. Like, you're young and virile, I would hope. You don't need those things, innit? Like, yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Deviance of a feather.
That was ego, maybe insecurity, trying to
Overcompensate.
like,
You
know,
wanted to go with a forehammer, boy, with the strength from
I
Asgard.
was walking in dick first. Yeah.
Yeah, think about what
Valerian steel.
Yeah, he wanted that.
Oh my
Too far?
God.
Listen, the more and more you sit with us, yeah, the winning the prize is just getting worse and worse.
No way.
You cannot differentiate yourself. You can't
I can.
put that draw. I know you're sitting over there. I'm gonna get like a 3-person sofa for next year, so we're all right beside each other, innit? So yeah, nice to see you in that nice pink. You brought it back for us.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing for the whole of 2023. Strong colours.
Yeah. Even when I went to get my nails done the other day, the nail lady was like, "No more black and white." Wow. Like,
Oh, is that what your staples is?
yeah. Like,
Yeah, don't watch me too hard, man.
Like, okay. She was like, "You've changed so much." Like,
Yeah, but
right.
that's just, obviously you got to engage in conversation with your client, and that also shows that you're paying. Don't you're horrific vibes, you know? You're
But
actually
if I
horrible
say
vibes,
I'm
bro.
the bad
No,
guy.
I just deep
Stop
it.
preying me, fam.
It's taken me a whole decade to get to the point. You're horrific vibes, you know. Justice for Chrissy.
Hey, listen, man. Shout outs to the bad vibes community, innit? Sometimes it's needed.
Sounds like hate to me,
It really is. It really is.
bro. Because it's like you. It's
Stop
like,
watching my patterns.
It's like if I come and I always get one particular trim, and I tell my barber I want something different. Like, oh, you want something different? It's like
Oh, not the usual, no.
It's just stating
I
the
said what I
obvious,
said,
innit?
bro.
You've got to make sure. It's like, okay, cool. Let's say you go to me, I go to my barber tomorrow and go, cut my hair. He should go to me, are you sure? He should like, yo,
Nah, he's not your therapist.
it kind of is.
I'm paying you
Before black
to
men-
do what I'm asking you to do.
Before black men started listening to Charlemagne about mental health, we were in the barber shop getting therapized by Donovan.
Talking about football.
Yeah, talking about football and family and dating and all the above and all the other misogynistic stuff that was in there, you know.
Yeah, in the barber realm.
So do you just sit there silently in the chair?
No, because my barber's actually my friend.
Okay.
Okay, now how long does it take for him to become your friend?
I don't know, man.
You're horrific vibes.
See?
You're horrible vibes. No, you're bad vibes, you know.
No, we talk.
I know for a fact you sit in the Uber, silent as hell.
No, I actually speak to the driver if they want to have a conversation.
Okay.
If they don't, I don't.
So you don't initiate conversation.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Like, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like, I could hop in there and I'm like, oh yeah, so, busy today?
That's that generic. Had a long day.
How's it?
No, you're so proud of
How's it been?
yourself.
How's it been? Like, it's been busy today. What's going on? Sometimes I go in there and I complain. Like, bro, the state of like your employers is just, I don't know. It's hard to get an Uber. What's going on?
Okay, but
I
what
want
am
an
supposed to
insight.
do? I'm here now.
Nah, but like I'm kind of complaining to get an insight from the driver and to see what's going on, because like nowadays sometimes it's impossible to get an Uber.
I forgot what I was listening to. Where I think it might have been a TikTok I was watching where a driver was on there explaining something about it's about the area I'm trying to maximize those journeys in those short times. So if you are like in West End and trying to go to Croydon, is you're going to be waiting for 28 minutes. They're going to keep cancelling on you.
Okay.
They get kind of punished. I don't know what it is about them. There's something in regards to like them losing money going further out. So yes, if you're that far, hop on the train, bro. Hop on the bus. You're probably going to get home quicker. And you're going to be warmer than stand out there outside Zabrano's waiting for an Uber.
Also, another thing, like, me, sometimes I like to do short journeys. So because they're not getting paid enough, they're looking at the short journeys, then they're like, this is not even worth it. I'm going to hold out for a longer journey so I can kind of, maximize what I can get to. And sometimes people are in the area that they don't want to be in. So they're like, this is just going to keep me in the area. Let me go back to where I need to be.
Yeah.
Or the area that I want to cover because it's close to home and all other variables. Like, so and when it rains, that's an automatic surge charge.
True.
It
Times as well,
triggers
like if
it
it's
triggers
like,
that.
rush hour times, well, that plays a part.
Yeah, so
Strikes. Yeah, I've seen crazy price hikes during the
Listen.
strike. I've seen journeys that were like £9, £10, £12,
yes,
£35,
all of these
For me the
things,
other day, from 10 to 38.
10 to 38.
Yeah.
yeah, all of these things trigger a surge charge on these apps.
Yeah.
So it's just automatic that they place. So yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm bad vibes sometimes. I'm great vibes otherwise.
Bro, man did all this waffling to get to the point of like, yeah, I agree with us. Like, justice for Chrissy, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
I feel like that even needs to be the title of the episode.
Justice for Chrissy.
Yeah.
Wow.
On Christmas.
Yeah.
Mad.
Because I've been screaming it,
Yeah.
but I'm the bad guy.
Damn bad vibes.
When were you the bad guy?
Cool.
You've been please.
That, just for the record, me calling you like saying you're not a good woman is purely for content. I don't believe these things.
You lot are my friends, so I don't know.
Do you believe the words
So
coming
you-
out of my mouth?
Never.
So you guys must be bad vibes as well.
No. We're just hoping you can change.
We're just
Really?
we're just attracted to pain.
Oh, is it?
No. I can be bad. I can be bad vibes sometimes as well.
We
but
know.
when the Vans is horrific vibes, yeah, and he's not on it.
Like, you,
Do you know
like,
what I like about him? Because he's, as I've said to you before, I love where your growth has gone. If he's just not on it, he's not on it. You can't sway him. He doesn't care. It just is what it is, and it's not rude. It's just firm that, innit?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think my friends can testify that I can be great vibes.
No, you can be.
You and Fols are friends because of me.
Yeah, go on. There you go. Talk your shit, man.
Yeah. And a lot of other people I can ring names about.
Talk your shit, man. He's walking. Have you ever seen that meme of Vince McMahon walking to the ring? That's what
Yeah.
it is.
In a $500 suit. Hulk Hogan.
We coming for you.
Hey.
Now let's address that. Yeah, I forgot the person's at. They just said, "Listen, yo, you guys police yourselves with certain words. Can you just stop saying the N word?" How do you
Listen.
feel about this, Chris? Do you feel like we utilize the N word a bit too flagrantly, a bit too loosely on this beautiful podcast?
One of you two, not you, Fols.
You sound like Gunna.
Just pushing plea over there.
Pushing plea.
No, it can just be a bit hard sometimes, but I don't think we overuse it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think when there's the vim in there, like I'm just like, oh my God.
Do you know what it is? I want us to never have this conversation again, yeah, because it pops up like every once a year sometimes. When there is the I think that's the telltale sign of like low key, you know you kind of shouldn't be using this word, or like
Do you want my good vibes answer or my bad vibes take?
both.
Because yes, on a good vibes, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try and cut down. But
You sound like you're cutting out sugar out of your diet.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm certain things are just part of my vocabulary amongst like, my friends and that when we joke about and blah blah blah.
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
And my bad vibes take is that Rome weren't built in a day, innit?
Oh.
I'm gonna it just doesn't automatically stop like that for me. Sorry.
Okay, so your take is God is still working on me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a clean, smooth.
Yeah.
Live with it or tune off.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, my diplomatic answer would be please stay. We need you, we
Yes,
love you.
yes,
You know,
and thank you for holding us accountable. But
that's also very real.
where are the good reviews?
They're there, don't do that. They're there in
They're
abundance.
That week?
Maybe not from that
I
particular person.
I saw one and I saw a negative one.
But it's the
Uplift
season.
us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we need uplifting for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't want to ever misrepresent our listenership and act like people just get onto us. I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but for the most part, anytime people speak about us or refer to us, or it's positive, it's because they enjoy what we talk about, and if it is ever a bit left of that, it's purely okay, cool. You guys went wrong here, correction, or I can't, because of the standard of conversation we have. They expect better from us. Example being like
we aren't above
the time
criticism.
someone felt that we missed the Dutch Valley conversation. It just happened that like there was so much on the docket. We were just going to get to it next week anyway. But the person messaged you and I was like, and let me address it. You know what? Because we talk about everything else.
Yeah.
So and also nobody forced us to put mics in front of ourselves and
Yes.
like make that kind of our USP. Like we don't avoid tough conversations. Like nothing's kind of off the table type of thing. So
There is a beauty about our audience, and
Yeah.
obviously having comments like that is especially like when it's out there on the timeline, it's obviously someone that listens to us and wants us to do better, and I'm always going to appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be from an outsider or an insider. It doesn't matter. The message is still the message.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I have to be honest within myself.
Okay. No, there is. Listen, this is honesty hour.
Honesty hour.
Yeah.
And obviously, this has been like, obviously, other people that we've spoken to, like, for example, ESN, not to just frivolously put them out there, but they don't use that word. And like, when we go on their platform, they're like, you know what, we'll prefer you not to. And you got to respect it. Especially knowing where the word derives from is derogatory in many ways. But yeah, like I said, you know,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But you know, I'm making a conscious effort.
Yeah, cool, thank you.
But I'm making a conscious effort.
No, that's fair, and I don't want to exhaust the point in it, but you know,
learning, growing, and doing the work,
evolving.
Absolutely.
You know, so something I do want to get to is unfortunate. It's sad. So many other words I can use. The Asake concert, the tragedy recently. So last week I was joking about Chrissy not going on a Sunday because of the weather and selling her ticket. And by the looks of things, Sunday was lovely. Monday was fantastic, and then we got the Thursday show.
Yeah,
the podcast came out last Thursday, as you guys would have been obviously listening to it at that point that day. The show was the Thursday, and I'm sure everyone's seen. If you haven't, news reports, footage. First things first. R.I.P to the two people that lost their lives, Gabrielle Hutchinson and what's the young lady's name?
Rebecca
Ikumelo. Yeah, R.I.P to those ladies, and prayers to the other two people who are still in hospital.
In critical condition.
I hope they pull through. Yeah. I don't want to hear any more people lost their lives, especially when it's something that was very, very avoidable. I don't even know. I think I do know where to start. Like, that's it being avoidable. Lessons to be learned. My first thoughts are inquiry, investigation, holding people accountable, and whether that's the venue, the promoters, people also that were there. So if people have, because it's the day and age we live in social media, people posting things live in the moment, there'll be people that will be in videos that people may recognize that may have, through their actions, cause someone else to be injured or to die. And unfortunately, it is what it is. You should be dealt with accordingly, innit? Yeah. Now, from what I've seen, been told, and people that I love dearly, like my sister was there and she put out TikTok and stuff, and I don't know her to be a liar in it, so I'll defend my sister to the cows come home. A lot of this was security and the venue's fault, and also police presence, because it's in Brixton. The station is literally a walk away and they can get there in quick time. Barricades being put around, people queuing, no communication. So shutting doors on people and not communicating with them, where we're standing outside in the cold. People already stood in a manner where you can't really move forward, you can't really move backwards. Let us know what's going on here. Now, I definitely hear people, they say, if it looks like a show is not going ahead, a rave's not going ahead, something's not happening, just go home. Still communicate with those people. Yeah. Can they just move when you're in a crowd like this? You know, I just don't understand why people are talking about things like, black people don't know how to behave, and this mysterious 3,000 people outside with no tickets figure. I don't know who was out there with a clicker doing a head count. People just, you know, running with that misinformation train and just adding on to that. Like, I have it confirmed, I have it on good authority. Many people out there did have tickets, were ready to scan, were queuing orderly, and this tragedy happened. Now, the venue and the security, in my opinion, are at fault, because for a long time, if you weren't aware, but I feel like a lot of people are aware, that you can go to that venue in Brixton on a hope and a promise and a prayer, and 20, 30, 40 pounds, you can get into a rave and get into a show without a ticket because you paid on a door, or you finessed with maybe a fake ticket. And there's also possibly, you know, people selling fake tickets. Some people might be victims of people selling fake tickets, which I'll also account for. And maybe the promoter overselling, because Asake himself, pre that show, put out a tweet with explicit instructions: if you do not have a ticket, please do not attend. And people did not adhere to that, innit? So I don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg. Of course, we need to be accountable for our behaviour, but if there is a mood, a thought, and a feeling, those people have created that. Whatever's causing that needs to be addressed. Why are people so confident you can go to that venue without a ticket, because for a long time, people accepting money on the door.
Yeah.
It's an under the table thing we may not discuss, but some people know that you can, I can pattern when I get there, innit? You know, so that's when I look, those are my first things. And then just understanding crowd control and how people move. The barging, the pushing thing, and the shit thing about it is women come off on the tougher end of that, because Big Don's pushing through. The minute you're kind of a little bit off body, you're not centered, both feet on the floor.
Yeah.
You can just go down. And trust me, I spoke about it on the podcast before, Freshers versus Returners rave in, what's the venue, the club in O2.
Indigo
O2, yeah. In there in a dance, some youths are running a dance now. It's kicked off. I've got caught under a group of girls. And trust me, when I was under there, like it took the strength of the Black Panther to get these women off me, because the air was starting getting, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move, and it was getting dark. You know, so imagine someone else that isn't of my stature and size, or like, man, I'll be able to lift themselves up. Like it's just, it's mad. Women? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Kidding.
It was a number of women.
Yeah, no, it can get really.
You are horrific vibes.
I said
serious moment,
kidding.
You know?
Sorry.
I know we always find the funniest.
I'm just trying to, you know, like
pod humor.
Yeah, okay. Like over such a unfortunate and morbid conversation.
Yeah.
I've been to that venue many a times.
Am I wrong in what I'm saying about the whole pattern?
You're not wrong at all. And I've been at the venue where it's been nice and smooth. I've been where there's been a little unrest outside, and the process getting in has been difficult. And I've been there where it's been extremely difficult, just based off what you were saying about how they handle it over there with the security and, you know, the venue staff. Like, there's so many reasons as to why a lot of people were getting in without having a ticket. Because number one, yes, we do appreciate the people that work in certain places being pally-pally, but when you're too pally-pally, it then becomes dangerous.
Yeah. Because
that type of information spreads like wildfire. And the hottest ticket in town, people are getting sent messages that, yo, man didn't have a ticket. You can pattern it when you come to the door. Now you've got a lot of people that are trying to do the same thing. And I feel sorry for the genuine ticket holders that went to that show and had to ultimately perish in more ways than one. Like the fact that the genuine people are inside and outside. Some got to see a small part of the show until he comes out and says, hey, there's something going on outside which I don't know, so I can't really speak about, but the show is cancelled. Right? Everyone's looking in confusion. Everyone's looking in confusion because it was highly anticipated. And it's also a sad situation for Asake as well, because he's had such a great run this week.
Yeah.
His name's going to be now attached to that. And like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, we're pointing fingers at the venue, the security and all that, but we also have to hold ourselves accountable, because
absolutely, yeah,
you man are moving like barbaric at this point. What's the pushing and shoving about? Especially when you know that you don't have a ticket. Like, what's going on? Like, that's on your hands too, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
is, yeah. I think there are some people as well that, like, of course, it depends on what footage you've seen and what accounts you've got. There are people that I definitely saw that footage of, like, people saying push and they're breaking through the doors. But there are also some people where, like, you can't move forward, you can't move back. They've got a barricade behind you. It's very shit. And because, of course, people's lives have been lost. But I would like to think, and this is me just being given benefit of doubt, that in that moment, people are just trying to protect themselves. I'm just trying to get myself to some level of space, or if I can't move back, all I can do is move forward, innit? Yeah. And that is the shit thing about these things, where there's a method that police sometimes use, which is called kettling, where they corner you in and you can't move. They use sometimes when it comes to football matches and stuff, and how to crowd control. But some of those measures can exacerbate problems. And I think that's also what's happening, whether that's police directly or the venue security. Like, they heard a lot of people in the alleyway and, like, you can't move where you are. So what's going to happen is the bigger people are more likely to be able to look after themselves, because you can barge and push your way out, and, like, you know, and then also add the fact that people are in the queue with tickets. if you now can't get in with a ticket, you're going to be upset.
Yeah.
That does also create an issue outside, innit? And that is something the venue or the promoter or whoever's handling that event has to take on board in regards to going forward, because your actions in relation to maybe not scanning tickets properly, taking money that you shouldn't be taking on the door, or overselling for an event has caused people that have bought tickets genuinely now can't get in. Of course they're going to be displeased. Doesn't mean they should react to this magnitude, but those things do happen. We've all been outside and long enough, been outside dances where people have tickets, you've got a ticket, you can't get in. How can I not, I've guaranteed my entry. I didn't come after a certain time. Some of these doors are shut at like 9:45, 9 o'clock. Like, people still had enough time to get in. Crowd control. Yeah. Did you also have enough security?
Fam.
That might be a thing as well.
And also, like, let's just make it clear, this is an act of human beings. It's not a black thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't attach.
We saw it happen at Astro
disorderly. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not a black thing, innit? Like, this is the act of human beings, and it could have been a small group that used force, which put everyone into survival mode.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple of months ago, I was in a carnival and trying to get out at a certain point, there was a huge possibility that, you know, people could have got crushed in the same way, unfortunately, and I was in that.
Bro, I've learned the hard way. You do not, at a certain point, when you go to Rampage, you don't go inside. When I was young and gassed,
this weren't even Rampage.
I'm just saying as an example,
like
I know there's something, like, you don't enter something, you see the crowd, you're like, I'm gonna hold the vibes on this wall right here.
Yeah, and this is from me who knows my way around that area very well. So we just got caught up in it, and everyone was panicking. So logic and sense goes out of the way for a lot of people when you're in a traumatic experience. Yeah. And unfortunately, you know, people have passed away from this, man. Like, and it's like devastating. When I heard that people were in critical condition, it was just like sad to hear. And then, you know, the unfortunate passing, looking into the first young lady who passed away, you know, with her kids and stuff, like, you know, she went to have a good time and never made it home.
There's no reason it should happen.
Yeah, that's like, come on, like, there's so many, listen, so many other ways and unfortunate things can happen. Not like that. That shouldn't be, and listen, I'm not running towards death, but that shouldn't be, let it be something else, ain't it? Like, you know, like not somewhere you was meant to go and have a good time, enjoy. And also, like, maybe shouldn't be at the forefront of conversation, but that genre of music isn't something that's known for violence or death. Or it's good vibes and enjoyment, and to see that happening outside is very shit. And I do feel sorry for the artists, because now their name will be attached, could potentially be attached to that, and that might make touring for them difficult, especially after what seemed at the start to potentially be a shit show because of what happened in Brum, to then see a turnaround in London, Sunday night be good, Monday night be good, all these people have a good time, came out in the cold and the snow, and then that happened on Thursday after the two good nights. It leaves a bitter taste in the mouth, and it's like, it ends on a shit note. And that's an understatement, because people have died, innit? And now that lady I saw, she has kids. She was on TikTok talking about looking after an autistic child. Like, just thinking about those things.
Two of them,
yeah. So it's like, that's super sad. And the other lady that died, Gabrielle Hutchinson, was security as well. So that person just went to do their job. Yeah. All they went to do is do their job, and this now happened. So yeah, I think it's
they now need to look into their security team. The venue needs to hold themselves accountable in all parts, because it's negligence, it's miscommunication, it's disorganized, all of these things, man. And like, you know, some of the people that were within that team have let down a colleague.
Yeah, like, there's no reason that you should, just like Fols said, or you said, I'm not sure, that you just want to go to work and do your job. You just want to go out and have a good time. And yeah, it does irk me that people are painting this as a black issue. Like, why do black people behave like this? But that's not the case, because definitely shouldn't have gotten to the point where anyone died. That goes without saying. But I feel like it also shouldn't have got to the point where the crowd was that out of control. And I mean, the crowd being out of control in terms of how many people there were there. You don't have enough security. One of the reasons that, apart from just the cold as well, one of the main reasons I sold my ticket was I've never been to the Brixton venue before. Right. And a few people said to me, they don't know how to feel about crowds. They were just like, make sure you get there early. Okay, like the whole queuing in to get in kind of situation. Then when I saw what happened in Birmingham, I was like, that's enough for me to just
that's fair.
sit this one out. So like you don't, as much as like for someone like me, I don't do well in crowds, like my anxiety really gets the better of me. There's never been a point where I've genuinely felt like I'm not going to go because I might die.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that you ever consider, ever. And you, like, these people definitely need to hold themselves accountable, because you should have procedure in place. There's no reason that it should get to that. It's a concert, like, and it's an assumption on my part, I'll say that, but a lot of these things, when people cut corners, usually comes down to money.
Absolutely.
And like, what is it worth?
Profit
like,
margins.
2 people have lost their lives. There are going to be at least 2 more people who are going to be permanently affected from this, even if they don't lose their lives.
Yeah.
And like, for what? And I think the people who were on the door that were taking money, I feel like all of them, everyone that can be proven to be like, it's difficult to say that every single person should face a repercussion in terms of the security that were working there, because it's difficult to say that every single person took a bribe or, do you know what I mean, did anything like that. But I think if it can be proven that anyone on the door did take money, then 100% I feel like they should be held accountable, because like, you're here to do a job, you're here to protect people. This is actually reason that you're here, but you've allowed your greed to get the better of you.
And I'd like to think those people didn't think, or like thought across their mind that this could happen, but this is unfortunately what can happen when, because if let's say there's 30 security and 15 of them are doing that and they let in 10 each, the place is over capacity already, you know, and there's certain spaces. Brixton already has a reputation for, like, I think in the standing area being on the slope, being quite hot, air being thick in there, even getting to and from the venue can be difficult at times. I know Narimali's show got shut down back in the day. I think Alkaline, maybe Popcorn. I'm sure, was Meek meant to be performing there and something happened as well? Like, it's not uncommon for like shows to be shut down there, whether that's in the moment with people outside or ahead of schedule.
That one would have been insane
because of like crowd concerns and issues and stuff. So yeah, like I remember but I remember watching something and them talking about like how something like this affected P. Diddy back in the day, where someone died at there might have been a school performance, and because of a stampede and stuff, like overcapacity, people running in, like those people don't realize when those things happen, you just fall underneath feet of people, and that people are trampling over you or people lying on top of you. It's peak, and it's not like this light thing, and it's so.
We reference it all the time. That Wireless one year when we were in a tent and Krept and Conan were on stage,
Pepsi Max tent,
and it just got out of control. Where they were like, "Yo, you know, you lot got to chill out, otherwise we're gonna walk off stage."
No, because they said the health and safety, they will lock it off.
Yeah, they'll lock it off because
and the worst thing about it was going off in there.
It was going off, but bro, it would have went really left really quickly. Like we had to be helping people to get up and find their feet.
Fans are like standing there arm in arm, like brothers in arms, literally helping people off their feet.
And it was so hot.
Yeah, we come out there drenched and trying to stand with the wide leg stance, trying to keep my own balance.
Yeah,
I'm not. Like, I know there are babes that are smaller than me. I'm not, but I'm not a particularly big person.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
Big personality though. Come on.
Thank you.
With a big smile.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Stop it, guys. It's scary when I'm in a crowd like that, and even when people are not like pushing and shoving to that extent, but just having people towering over you, and you can't see left from right, you can't see forward back. It's scary, and you do find that in a lot of those situations, not all, but in the majority of them, men tend to be I'm just going to use the word aggressors, or the people that are like. And in a situation like that, you know what herd mentality can be like. Everyone is kind of just following fashion. So you've got people that are, you know, if they're trying to get to their boys in front, all they're thinking about is going forward. And I've been pushed and shoved and knocked, and if people around you are panicking as well, it's chaotic. No one knows like left from right. You're slipping. You can't find your friends, and then you can feel the surge of people.
Let's say God forbid you're in like a field as well. You're not on firm ground.
Nah, it's
Remember we was
terrifying.
at Metrofest, and that wasn't the most ram festival. Even then, when we was at the front, and someone was like, "Bro, where you're trying to go to, I'm already there. You can't move ahead of me."
On my head.
And also, I was confident Vans was to my left, and one of the other guys. I started being extra mouthy. I was like, "You what?"
I love ya.
I was like, brother, where are you trying to get to right now?
Yeah.
And like, come on, let's be serious here, innit? So, I just definitely lessons have to be learned, and I hope everyone takes a long, hard look at themselves and it just shows how you as an individual, how your behavior can impact a massive group. Even if you're not doing it with ill intention or you're not thinking in the moment, it just shows in it. So, man, I just prayers out to the people's families, for the people that have lost their life, and
absolutely, man.
People that Rest are still in hospital. I hope they pull through in it. So
yeah, man, prayers out to them.
Do you know what's really sad that I was watching the news and there was a reporter doing coverage of the incident, and they're standing outside the O2 and you can see Asake's name still in the
they didn't tear that down,
and you know, like that genuinely made my heart heavy for him, because imagine like an artist like I think it was you, Vans, that was saying at the beginning of the year he was broke or whenever it was, and
he was saying on stage like at the beginning of the year I was broke, and you know this is all switched up his whole thing.
Imagine, and to think like, oh my god, I've got my name, like people are talking about me in London, I'm on the news, and for it to be for that, like it's sad. Yeah,
with one of the albums of the year as well.
I don't want him to wear that too much. Obviously, not saying we shouldn't look at him, but obviously that's not the focus. But it is just shit looking at that, like, yo, like, you're just having a great moment, and this might derail, and I hope it doesn't. So I hope people are fair, and I've seen people kind of rally, like, yo, because I've seen initially, like, people, even in like news reporting, it's factual.
Yeah,
it was an Asake concept, so you have to reference that.
Yeah,
or at in the person, and you know, but obviously emotions are high. People have lost lives, and if you're a family member,
he released a statement, which, you know, it's good, and you know, he said that he's been in touch with the families.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope, you know, it's very difficult to turn things around just yet in such unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
So you know, we hope it doesn't affect him, because it's not his fault. You know, and I hope that the venue really patterns up. If they're gonna reopen, then they really need to pattern up with you know, how they maneuver going forward.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of spaces that cater to us and are open for us as well. And like when you're doing concerts and shows of that magnitude, like after like once you get to that like 5,000, the next is 10, 15, and then O2s and then stadiums. Yeah, if you lose that type of venue, you ain't got a lot of those in London like that. So
that's a great springboard for a lot of the artists that are working the circuit and trying to build to get to the big arenas.
Do you know what I'm saying? How many shows have you guys been to at that venue this year?
I've been to quite a few.
I feel like there's been a lot of there's been a lot of shows in London at Brixton O2 specifically.
Yeah, Snow Allegra I went to.
Yeah.
NSG.
Yeah.
K Trinada.
Okay. I know Tiana Taylor was there.
Tiana Taylor was there, and I heard that there was, you know, a bit of difficulty there as well.
Okay, so
do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, it could be just an R&B concert. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and these things are happening. Like, no. And it says a lot about the venue and the security themselves. So, yeah, again, man, like they really need to sort whatever it is that they need to sort out, and you know, fully investigate it, man, and hand out sanctions if necessary.
Yeah, no, definitely, man, definitely. But on a more lighthearted note, World Cup.
Yeah, man.
Are you happy, Chrissy? It's done and dusted. Football's over. Well, for now, anyway.
I'm sad, but Premier League soon reached, so yeah.
Okay. You're so fake.
Bro, like it's so funny, yeah. Like, first of all, what an amazing World Cup it was.
Yeah,
it was.
I can't lie. Like, it was just thoroughly entertaining from start to the very finish. What a fantastic
That's
final.
One of the best finals, one of the best games of football I've watched in a very, very long time.
Yeah, end-to-end stuff, entertaining,
drama,
and it had all the women swayed. It's like, rah, like I might have to start watching football now, you know. Where do I start season one?
Two things I want to address. I like that because it's a good joke, but don't play with our football team. Two, American Twitter, don't try and compare this thing or compare Donny to like Tom Brady or like no. This is when they talk about GOATs. This is a next level thing, innit?
Yeah.
We're talking about stuff that happens within your one nation. We're talking about the world in regards to football because you lot are part of this and you didn't make it that far in it. So hold your L. Donny is the GOAT. Can we start there as well?
Donny is the GOAT.
Lionel Messi is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, man.
Yeah. If there ever was a debate, and I'm a United fan, I loved Ronaldo growing up and that, but there's the gap's big in it.
There's being a great, which Ronaldo is, but then there's the GOAT, which Lionel Messi is. Like, and it just solidifies it. The debate is over. For me, there was no debate because, like, if you watch football, you can just see where the levels are at.
I think if there was a debate where he had a chink in his armor was with regards to if you're going to the toilet, just double check with teeth for me, please, for the camera. Because I thought if you're getting up, Yeah. Oh yeah, just get him to check the camera for me, please. Thank you. Where the debate was that their record in regards to their national team and like Ronaldo. I know it's maybe not the real truth, but like dragging his team to the competition final, even though like actually in some of the competitions, he didn't play a pivotal role, but he's got the European Championship, and at the time Messi hadn't won anything of note. Of course, I think since then they've won the Copa America. Yeah, and then obviously they went on that like long 30+ game unbeaten streak, and then they won this now. But then it was when it comes down to nitty gritty for their national team, Ronaldo had better stats in comparison to him. Yeah,
and I think that's what the majority of their rivalry has been about.
Yeah,
you know, who like what's the stats board gonna look like at the end of it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and hey man, like it gave us a great rivalry. They pushed each other to the ultimate limits, and we saw greatness for 10+ years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and they've taken like things to a place where we've never seen before. Do you know what I'm saying? As far as goals go, do you know what I'm saying? Like, these man were scoring like 50+ goals for 9 years straight.
Yeah, no, I don't think
it's alien.
Even though Mbappe is doing his thing and Haaland, I think Haaland will be like a goal machine.
Yeah,
especially because he's in City, so he can definitely stat pad. But just the volume of goals and the consistency over the years, like you said, is brazy. But
and the beautiful goals, like they're not just like tap-ins or like from 12 yards. Like, these man were scoring goals from a lot of places. These man were turning the game on its head. These man were winning games single-handedly. Like, so, and they were doing it in such a epic way where it was like, rah, these man are aliens. It's them two, and then the rest is like a big gap.
Yeah, no, the gap's
do you know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna take the next? Obviously Mbappe is gonna step into that mode. Now
I'm pissed from, you know, it is like, I think I obviously lean more to France because they had more black players, but in the grand scheme of things, I didn't really have anybody that I really truly favoured. But to score that many goals in the final, like, he can go back to the team bus and be like, you lot ain't on piss.
Yeah,
I did my job.
Like,
innit?
I did my job. Like, first of all, the first half, it was like, rah, do they have a chance back in this game because they were so sloppy?
Yeah, that was.
Do you know what I'm saying? In Argentina, like, obviously the penalties, first team to go on a run of penalties in the last 16, the quarters, semis, and the final, they've all had penalties.
Yeah.
So, like,
some people saying it was rigged.
It was rigged for Messi.
FIFA rigged it for Messi.
Fam, like, the BBC coverage were like letting me know that, rah, these man just it's going to Messi, innit? Like, because it's like the Messi coverage was insane this time. Like, it's like they knew that he was going to win. But second half, it just turned into it just flipped it on his head. And who else to step up but the main man at only 23 years old in a World Cup final?
Yeah, his record's mad. It was like 12, 13 goals in World Cups.
In the World Cups. And like, you know, it's his second World Cup. It's his second final. He's 24 now.
So he's potentially got 2 more in him.
He's got
maybe
3. Yeah.
I think because of his style of play, I think it'll be 2. Because there's a lot.
You think it'll burn out too quick?
He plays a lot of pace, innit?
Yeah.
So you do, and starting that young, and like, of course, footballers are getting a lot better science and stuff, and he may have if he can switch his game up, by all means, like, nutritional values and stuff. Messi's lost a yard of pace, but that's where he differs from Ronaldo. Like, his overall gameplay can see him through.
Yeah.
Like, he can turn it on because he's not as quick as he was, but like, he's still got it in it.
Yeah, he's still got that little burst of pace that can take him like 10 yards away from a player, but then he'll know what to do with it when you know, players catch up with him.
Also conserving your energy. Like when you're playing for national team, you can kind of drop off. There'll be times you see him, like even at the start of the tournament where like we'll naturally do agenda, like yeah, he's gone missing. Man's just walking in the game. But like when the ball gets to him and he goes live, like obviously to the latter part of the competition, he definitely like showed up in it, and
he sees stuff that no one else sees, like vision wise as well, which makes him like superior, like just far more than anyone else.
Yeah, no, it's
do you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, it looked like they were running away with it. But as the legendary Charles Barkley said,
well, they got that boy Mbappe over there in France. He ain't no joke.
Maybach music. Hey, shout out to Cheryl, man. Hey, she's a good sport. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Hey, by tomorrow morning, so have that footage for me. That is going up.
Yeah, nah,
on
it's
the
funny.
Internet. Man said Maybach music.
But yeah, Mbappe, man, he came through, man. Clutch player, bro. Hat-trick in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
Someone said that, oh yeah, you know, it's difficult to score 2 penalties in one game. Not for Mbappe.
No.
Mbappe did.
Oh, don't do that.
Mbappe, oh. Killy.
Daniel Sturridge's TikToks have been so entertaining.
A1.
Check it.
So
A1, top notch, man. Like,
Have you not got it on there?
no, I'm gonna put it up now.
Yeah.
But yeah, top notch, man. Like, the Donny just came through. Like, he said, you know what? I'm not going out without a fight, bro.
Yeah.
The second goal was exceptional. I kept watching it.
So good.
There was all that, like, there's a lot of talk from the pundits, like, oh, he didn't do much for the game and then showed up in the last, like, 15, 20 minutes. Do you think, like, because in the first half, he said it looked like he was going to run away with it, because, like,
Yeah.
also getting subbed before the fight, getting subbed at halftime is crazy, but getting subbed 40 minutes into a game, of course, I think Giroud's one was maybe because of tactics and injury.
Yeah, he was playing with
Dembele
injury.
definitely got subbed because of the penalty, and like he didn't do much.
Yeah.
So like, why are you there? Just taking up space.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is it. And I thought Griezmann, he's had a fantastic tournament, and I thought he was going to show up, but, you know, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
You see Griezmann, yeah?
Go on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that premium milk for you? Is that top shelf milk?
Yeah. I was like, oh, hello.
Since when did you like a short king?
I don't.
A short white king.
But I can appreciate a good looking man, you know?
Okay.
That French team.
Mbappe, dog. Killy. Mbappe, dog. Killy. He will score, yeah. He will score. He will score, yes. That's my real killy. Mbappe, dog.
Hey, that's quality, man.
He used to do content, bro. Like, that's where, Daniel Sturridge do content, bro.
He even got Michael Richards up on there as well, like, and it was jokes, like the chemistry. It's like, this is the show that we never knew we needed.
Yeah, come on, man, get the man them in there, man.
Get the man them in there.
I'd love to see that show. They're so entertaining.
Yeah, you know that new generation. You got good vibes from Uncle Ian, but he's in that uncle space, isn't it?
Yeah.
So get them in there. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Was crazy. It got in pens. Should we talk about the after clout chasing with Salt Bay?
Oh,
Donny was
embarrassing,
lingering around like a bad smell.
Don't try and put salt on the World Cup, bro. This ain't meat.
I couldn't even.
I said, hey, yo.
This ain't steak. You good?
No, not really.
Are you good over there?
She's got a meat on the man.
Mad. Nah.
Dick on the brain. You can't even focus. You know?
Not even composed.
He's like, oh my god.
Nah, I'm finished. Yeah, nah. The World Cup.
Mbappe, dog.
Killy.
Very entertaining stuff.
Entertaining World Cup, and teams were really like bringing it to each other. There was always like late drama. 8-minute stoppage times, like, and footballers were putting themselves through their paces, because when you're playing at the highest level and it goes past 90 minutes and you have to do the extra half an hour and extra time and then to penalties, some teams didn't practice penalties.
No, I won't say. I think teams did practice penalties, but doing a penalty in
Brazil
training,
didn't.
I think they probably did, and just when it like it's pressure, bro. Like it's the World Cup. As easy as this thing is, you start second guessing yourself. Like one thing about Mbappe, he went the same way every single time and just backed himself.
Yeah.
That penalty from Lionel Messi was crazy, by the way.
Just
In the shootout.
Yeah, in the shootout.
Yeah,
so
in the
casual.
shootout, it was
Very
mad.
cheeky.
It was
Also,
this cheeky.
Lloris had a shocker, he had a stinker.
Yeah, that was Lloris of Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like,
And that was the Kane of Tottenham.
yeah, that was the Kane of Tottenham, the
Yeah.
Lloris of Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, dude, you're France's most capped player in history. Like, come on, bro.
Do you know what it was? It's like obviously penalties are pot luck, yeah, for the keeper. So it's just more like trying to go the right way and hopefully get a bit lucky inside. Like I'm sure some keepers have a technique and guessing, or like there's certain shape when someone runs up to the ball where you kind of have an idea when they might be going. But he just didn't look like he almost looked like he was trying. I don't know what game it is when Daniel De Gea had the same thing where like he didn't save no pens. Like I'm like, brother, like even the Messi one, yeah. It wasn't even in the corner. It was
It was
like,
very
down
next
the
to him.
middle.
like, of course, hella confidence, great penalty from Messi, but like, brother.
Yeah, the thing is that like great penalty stoppers, they make their decision
And they-
early
yeah,
and they do it with conviction.
Yeah, they commit.
As we saw with the Argentina keeper, like he was confident that he was going to save some of these.
Yeah.
What do you feel about like shithousery where like you try and put off a player or you throw the ball away or
By any means.
smack talk?
Yeah.
By any means. Like if you've got ice in your veins like Mbappe, then it's not going to phase you. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Like you said, he went the same direction every single time.
Yeah.
Like there was one where he wrong-footed the keeper, and it was like you know them penalties where it hits the side netting, real
nestles in the
penalty,
net, like-
yeah, real penalty taker stuff like Van
Yeah.
Nistelrooy-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're gonna score those, but then you know the keeper is always gonna also, when he's super confident, he's gonna try and get the better of you. Even
Yeah.
put Chouameni off and had him missing a penalty, not even on target.
Saying
And
it's
the
a move.
mad thing was, even if it was on target, Martinez would have saved it because he went the right way.
Yeah,
He went down low and hard.
and
as
he was
well,
one of the players that like again had a great tournament. I really backed him in this one.
Do you know what I feel sorry for? Obviously him and I think one other person missed the penalty for France, but the Don at the end that had the chance to win it, like he was 1-on-1 with Martinez. And
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just hit it with the laces. If he just side foots that,
Yeah.
or tries, maybe the ball.
It was a good
bounced up.
save though. You like
It was, but
Yeah.
also he committed. Like he's gone. The keeper, he's not a small keeper as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
made
big
himself
guy.
really big. But it's like, bro, what? Like you're. If that's me, yeah,
it was a big moment
I'm
for
gonna
both of
need
them.
Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido on a song. Set aside the beef and come up with some crazy name
Celebrate
flips
me.
for me and like, yeah, because even my man Veg Dream apparently they already recorded a song
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
France if they
yeah.
won. So
Took a couple of players out, put some new players in.
yeah,
Sports is like, especially at that level, it's a mental game as well.
very true.
So if you're, I'm not on that world stage, granted, but I feel like at that level, you should be prepared for the eventuality that someone's going to try and rattle you.
Yes,
And from an outsider's perspective, I felt like it got to him too easily.
This is where the psyche comes in.
Yeah.
In any situation that you're in, when the stakes are super high, you know that this could be a possibility of happening. But then once you're finally in it and knowing that you've got millions of people watching as well, and you have to take this.
It probably didn't help that they were down, then came back up. And so I get all the pressure that would have been on the players, but also you know that that's what they're going to do. They are not necessarily, Argentina aren't the cleanest playing team. Like they're very rough. They're just,
they're very streetwise, isn't it?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I respect that from teams. I don't like this whole like some people saying I didn't
Gentleman's
like them the way in which they won and when they went about it. No, bro. Like I like play teams that they're gonna leave one on you. They're gonna let you know they're there because they also have the ultimate baller as well. So you need to mix the nasty with the nice, the naughty and nice,
Yeah.
as Cheryl would say, innit? So
Yeah, you can't even chat because like the ultimate baller is in our team.
yeah. So let us do the crazy, the mad thing, innit? Because we aren't as talented as my man. We've got to kind of resort to that, innit?
Yeah.
And I don't want to stereotype, but it is kind of a streetwise way in which some South American teams play.
Yeah.
And there is a beauty to that. Obviously, everyone wants to see goals and the Mbappe stuff and Lionel Messi show up and be the GOAT and that. But like, I respect a player like Pepe at Portugal. There's nothing beautiful about that. There's no drip about that. It's very boot cutty.
Yeah, it's very boot cut playing.
Timberlandy.
Yeah.
You know, it's giving Pele. Like it's very rough around the edges, isn't it?
But you know what it is as well. Like when these players put on their shirts, yeah, they're going to war at this point.
Yeah.
Like we were watching like little clips of Mbappe and Messi kind of like taunting each other throughout the game, innit? Like, yeah, I got this goal, and then Mbappe's come back. I've got the goal now. Like, so we're teammates. We've got to buck each other in 2 weeks in training. But tonight,
You're an op.
you're my up.
Bro, I'm pulling up with the World Cup on me because I
probably
don't
will.
know about other teams, but I think if anybody has enough sway to be like, you know what, I'm holding this, whether it's the real one or the replica, for the next 6 months. Messi can say, I'm keeping the trophy for now, and I don't think anyone can chat. Because I think even, was it 2016 or 2018? I think he retired from national team. And some of the players, I think the guy that won the young player of the tournament, I've forgotten his name. I think he had written a post about not retiring and stuff. Like they need Messi in it. And I think now is perfect. I also like seeing certain stars, certain goats leave on a high. So if he wants to, maybe, I doubt he will be around for another World Cup. He might be
Copa
around
America's
for
next year. He's going to do
Copa
that.
America and yeah, that's it. Don't have any because then obviously Europe. Am I bugging?
Who? Argentina?
Yeah, they're in Europe, innit? Yeah. I was just double checking. Geopolitics?
There's
No?
South
Yeah,
America.
in South America, bro.
Even I know that. Shit, then.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry. Haha, funnies.
Man said, what? Argentina and Europe? What?
Even I was like,
What?
Blame the drinks you gave me, man.
Well, you were blaming it on the mojito.
Oh, bro, I gotta find something. I'm leaving with
It's
something.
something up around the way.
Up around the way.
Yeah, I think Copa America will probably be his last international major tournament.
So you can leave on a high.
He can leave on a high, man. He's won that, and he's won the World Cup already, which was the ultimate prize. The whole only Maradona has achieved this has gone now.
And he was in his shadow and that.
Yep. He's ended all debates for me. What Messi has done over his career has been nothing but like greatness, bro. Magic.
Yeah, no, his thing's different. So I don't think we'll ever see a player like him ever again. So
Mbappe won the Golden Boot with 8 goals. He finished this tournament with 8 goals.
he looks so dejected, but it's like individually for him it's great tournament, but to be that close, even when he's dribbling on the left hand side, and he beats the first player, cuts inside, I was like, if he gets past this next guy and he rifles that shot, he's going in. And if he'd scored that goal and he didn't go, give
him $2 million a week,
bro. What do you mean, bro? You got to give me the keys to the city, bro.
fam.
I need my own plot of sand out there.
Yeah.
What I found funny though was when they put the thobe or the thing on Messi,
bished. I think it's called.
the bish. Sorry, apologies. And I was like, yeah, this just reminds me when Little Man after his fight, I was like, he's gonna take his shahada right now. I was like, you have to find it funny because everyone does it. So like, I've seen a photo of like all the side by sides at the Olympics in Athens. I think it was when they put the wreath around their head.
Yeah.
There's been other nations where like I don't know if it's Rafael Nadal. I don't know what competition he's at for tennis, and he's wearing like a sombrero maybe. I don't know what it is, but other nations have done that where it's like their cultural thing. They would input it in the final, innit? So it wasn't a shock to see Messi wearing.
It wasn't
People
a shock
just
at
want
all.
to be racist.
No, it wasn't a shock at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, fair play, man. Like
You think
Qatar
after
can
all
boast.
this money we spent, you better put something on.
Listen, the scrutiny that they faced coming up towards this tournament and how it ended, bro. Shout outs to Qatar.
Is this an advertisement for non-alcoholic tournaments?
Yes. No
But apparently
sex, no
this-
booze. Just
Focus.
All.
What are you saying?
That's it.
Halal Cup?
High quality football. That's what we saw. We saw Morocco have an historic run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we saw Saudi Arabia open the games with beating Argentina, the eventual winners.
I think they're the reason why they won.
Yeah, just put
if they
rage
lost
into
like
Messi.
7-0, if Argentina might not have got this far.
Yeah, they could have been complacent, like
Yeah.
Germany and Belgium.
Yeah, that's also as well as watching some of the bigger nations not be as good and England faff about again and gives Gareth Southgate another contract. You will never make it.
Oh.
They're gonna be. They're going. They're going to be in the same place. Like it's not even like a crazy theory. No, they're not, because look at what other teams are doing. Like, okay, cool. Even though France didn't get over the line in the end, big calls like not bringing back a Benzema. Like, don't be shook, bro.
Yeah.
Like, history rewards like the brave. Don't be a pussy in this situation.
Yeah.
He's too pragmatic. He's too defensive. He's not on it, and it's like it shows. Maybe letting bigger characters have too much sway, like Harry Kane dropping too deep. I don't want to get on a mad rant, but it's like there's loads of things, from my opinion, that are wrong with the England team. Like, you missed the trick with that Euros that was in the home nation. It was all set up for you. Not really too much of a tough run to the final.
To be fair, they got to the final, innit?
What?
They got to the final, so I guess.
Yeah, but in 90 minutes, even
at the Euros,
even that's what I'm referring. Even extra time, like doing them subs for penalties for me is weird. Some of the young players. Also, you're playing Italy with the combined age of 1,000 years for the defenders, and you don't use your youth and exuberance and your
That was
pace
rude.
That was
to get at
so
them.
rude.
Bro, Saka got past Chiellini and Donny had to strangle him. Like, get at them, innit? Like, also, I think people would be more on your side if you went for it, because there's too much what ifs.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, you didn't. It's like you were too. I feel like England spend too much, even like in the lead up to the France game, and I get it because Mbappe's one of the best players in the world. There was so much focus on, oh my God, how are we going to stop Mbappe? I saw Argentina going at France. France were there for the taking for even us. When we played them, like they were there for the taking, and Donny's making weird substitutions, twin love with Henderson. Like, it's weird, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's the team itself. It's the manager and some of the calls that he's made, and sometimes he's taken too long to make the substitutions. It's just like, it's very mediocre energy in it,
Yeah.
which is what is celebrated here. And now everyone else is seeing that they've actually got a good enough side to compete.
I think
they
that's
genuinely
also
do.
what's like, and you're in a good time where it's like, okay, cool. Look at Brazil, all their wealth of talent, they can't get it right. Germany had a stinker, Belgium had a stinker. Like,